Chao. This is the 100x trader. We are here to build a portfolio from 100K to a million journey. The goal is to find the asymmetrical opportunities that helps us to outside our portfolio performance. So let's look at our first multi-bagger. That is MOBX, MOBX. That's Mobix Lab. Let's look at the Mobix Lab. What they do. Overall, I think Mobix Lab is in a position where they can, if they do well, they are potentially on track to have 10x to 100x even. So I would highly recommend that don't ignore this video and look through it and take your own conclusion and research after hearing this. So what they do, they have the fabulous semiconductor, they have the superior performance for their AOC solution deliver bandwidth and low latency than traditional copper cables for the AI data centers. So essentially for all the AI data centers, the bottleneck is essentially the connectivity. There are two ways to do that. Either you have your cables being replaced through an upgraded version that can help you to move the data from one system to another system efficiently, and obviously like the GPUs are being improved and so on. So but your bottleneck is your NAND and DAN gates and the copper cables. Second part is their efficiency and integration. Advanced RF technologies enable robust, compact, and energy efficient 5G system versus the legacy hardware. So energy is one of the big constraints when it comes to having these in the data centers. And the most interesting part is that they have been able to establish the FAA certification for drone platforms, provide a first mover advantage in airborne infrastructure sensing. So essentially, if your drone is flying and you don't want to get catched by the other entities, then you use their connectivity tools. That helps your systems to talk to each other without getting catched by the radio wave, the electromagnetic waves in the air. So now let's look at their TAM. The major TAM they have is in the aerospace and the defense. That's essentially your like $4 to $5 billion TAM. AI data centers, though, I think it's pretty crowded. So everybody wants to capture the money coming in from there. And the 5G infrastructure is also very crowded. I think the drone sensing and the aerospace defense, that's where their main TAM is. So that's roughly adds to a $5 billion market. They have a market cap of 20 million, with the price to sales to almost 2. This is something which, if they execute really well and they have right connections, which appears to be the case, they can easily 10x their market cap. Let's look at their current valuation. So they are trading at 23 cents with a market cap of 20 million. The funny thing is that today itself, they announced the FFA certification that spiked their stocks from 18 cents or 19 cents to almost 30 cents. And then it dropped down and closed at 23 cents. So that's almost normal for any penny stocks. You see all the penny stocks going with 1 or 2 catalysts going up like 100%, 200%, but then slowly comes down. But FAA certification is a big deal for them since they have been pivoting towards the defense solution rather than going through the typical semiconductor space in data center and the 5G. So they have estimated almost $10 million revenue in 2025. And that's expected to grow 50% in 2026. That's essentially, they will almost on the verge of having a price to sales ratio of 1 in 2026 if they maintain the same market cap and they accelerate what they are saying. The next interesting thing is about the leadership. These all 4 folks coming from the Microsemi. Microsemi has been the very successful semiconductor company that has an exit of $10 billion. And these executives are not just there for money. You can think about these individuals must be owning more than $20 million, $30 million in their pocket. So they are not here for the money. They are here that they have the right experience, they have the right group, and they see the opportunity to execute and do well in this space. So I'm very impressed with their leadership and some of the new catalysts which we have seen. They have the FFA certification. They have the ongoing M&A discussion with Peterson. That merger can essentially elevate their revenue target from $15-16 million to almost $30 million. This merger could be more like the way Ondas has been able to achieve the growth. I see similar sense here in the MOBX. Um, they also did recently a capital raise of $6 million, and that was oversubscribed. That means the VCs were willing to put money behind this team and the company. That's interesting to see. What I would be interested in looking forward is that they are saying that they will be able to report or execute 54% year-over-year growth target for 2026. I will be looking forward to see if their pilot adoptions on the performance results from the infrastructure inspection pilot, and obviously the NASDAQ compliance. These are the major key catalysts that we are looking for. There are two more key catalysts there. One is about their they have a legal case with the SPAC company. So they went IPO via SPAC, which did not went well between the MOBX and the SPAC company. So they have a legal issue of almost $250 million case on them. That's literally the 10x of the current valuation of the company. So you can think like if they win this or even compensated like 10% of this is a huge news that can double the company valuation. So 10x of the market cap. The risk here is that they are essentially burning cash a lot, which I believe the management is looking forward to cut it, but we need to see how the management performs once they move to next year, or what's their performance in the next year. Okay, so just look at the thesis here. On TradingView, you have a very simplified view of how much money they are burning, but TradingView is not the best place to look for. So essentially we are building our own application that helps you to monitor things on your own customized way, which is this. We would be opening the test for the new users to see like where we can add more value. So yeah, stick to the channel. Let's come back to the MOBX. What happened to the MOBX? So MOBX, as I said, like recently they are in talk for the merger. This merger in itself can accelerate the company to almost 2x, and then they have recently oversubscribed their public offering, so that's great as well. And if you look at like MOBX recent deal with US Defense, you will be able to see that in late 2025, early development was focusing towards electromagnetic interference. That's filtering technology for Navy communications. So this is very important. That and also they have a multi-year US Navy follow-on contract. So MOBX announced this in itself that can give them a valuation of 100 million. The amount that has been not I think that's $5 to $6 million over the time, but it's not very clear out from their deals. Also, they are, as you can see, the company announced that it is moving to a larger military approved facility to support the increased production demand for the EMI product line. So overall, the things are heading in the right direction. They have been burning the cash. They got the manufacturing plant done. They got the certification. They have the product. It's now time for the execution. And what I looked into the LinkedIn, and I found that they have recently poached a US veteran for one of their marketing positions. So that's typical. Like you want to get into defense, get more contract, you bring in people from that. So Amir Aswadi is a veteran defense companies like Microsemi. Okay. Yeah. So overall, keep following us. We will be tracking MOBX very closely. There are a few catalysts that is coming in February and March. So if anything happens, we'll let you know. So yeah, subscribe, and we look forward for next multi-bagger. Where recently we are searching on a lot of penny stocks. They have there are companies who are valued at almost $20 to $30 million, but they have a contract backlog of $50 to $60 million. So it's funny how it's been set up, and there are a lot of bad companies in it which are there just to trap the retail investor. We need to cut that noise, and the biggest and clear way to cut that noise is that leadership really interested in there for money or something else. So yeah, So keep track of it. I would not put a lot of money behind MOBX, but I will definitely, like, if I'm expecting it to go 10x to 100x, I will definitely put 1 grand to 2 grand in it. And unless I see another one which has the more compelling story, I may pivot to the another one. So cool. See you guys next time. Thank you.